Hey guys, the gang's all here. Check it out. We're all up on the roof here, and I'm here too. And by gang, look, check it out. I've got Evans up here. I got Bill's up here. Bill's new, and Mark is up here, and we're working on these casement windows. I've got a new sash that I had to put in. It's this one right here, and this opening, you can see it's a little bit wonky, and so I thought you want to see what's happening. I mean, from bird's eye view, I mean, the whole thing is kind of crooked, and you can see I've already done a little bit of work. If you can get in here, I've cut a little bit off here, and I've cut a little bit off here to try to get it hogged in and close, so then I can come in and do a little bit of fine tuning and adjustments. What I'm finding now is this guy's got to go a little bit this way. This one, I mean, because if I'm looking at, if you stand back here, Evan, about where Mark is, I don't know if you can see this or not on the camera, but this space here, the space is bigger than this space here. See, that I can fit my pencil in that one.
Yeah.
Here I couldn't do that, so I've got to push this guy out so that this edge of this sash is parallel with the edge that the hinges are attached to, because that's how the door is going to swing. And so, in order to make that happen, I'm going to cut a little bit. I'm going to cut a little bit off the top. Here, I got a little mark. I'm going to try taking that much off. And what that's going to allow me to do, because right now it's stuck up against that
Casing.
It's stuck against that casing up here, and it needs to lean that way, but it can't. So when I take this off a little bit, I'm going to enable it to do so. But before I do, let me check down here. Let's see. I also got to take a little bit down here too, then about the same amount, so that the whole sash is going to go. It's going to cock like that. So, like a chiropractor, I'm going to adjusticate it. Adjusticate it. Forget the way I said that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do now. So Mark is my helper, and teaching him at the same time, but I'm also teaching you. So this is why casement window work is high level 4, because sometimes you have to do stuff like this in order to make stuff fit. This is a new sash, and not only that, okay, if you watched our first video about this, it's on YouTube, you can see that these sashes were turned inside out. And so we're also turning them around so that the glazing is now on the outside, because before the glazing was on the inside. It was the stupidest thing. I didn't know. But so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plane from here all the way to there, and then I'm going to plane from here all the way to there, and then see where I am in relation to my mark. If I have to plane one more time, I will, and then I'll set the depth on my planer about half as shallow, and then I'll run another pass and I'll connect the dots. You'll be able to hear it. So let's see what happens. One more there. Do one more, I think. Okay. So now, because that was set at a 16th, I'm going to set it to a 32nd. Now, and it's going to hit here. It's going to take the ridge off there, ridge off there, ridge off there. And then one more time. My mark is good. That's how you taper something. Okay, that's called tapering with a planer. And I could do that with a circular saw too, but you know, here I'm able to make small, fine adjustments that a table saw can't. So back to a 16th, start over. Actually, I'm not going to do as much here. Let's try it, see how it fits. That's pretty parallel. I got a nice gap across the top. Okay. So good. So now, Mark's going to set it parallel. Everything's looking pretty parallel. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. So that's going to give me pretty much what I need. Then I got to attach my hinges. My hinges are going to push it out a little bit, and it should fit pretty nice. So, man, that is pretty good. Now, also, what makes this complicated is I have to make sure that my mutton lines are also lined up, because when you're moving the windows back and forth like this in parallel like that, you're also moving the mutton lines up and down, and so you have to be cognizant of that. So I'm going to check that right now. Let's see. Yeah, they're pretty close enough for me to say I'm going to leave it, you know. So anyway, that's pretty good, huh? You know. So I got to do that with this one. I've got a couple more I got to do. But also, because I turned these guys around, I've got to deal with this lip that's here, and so that's an interesting thing. So, but I thought I'd show you that. I wanted Evan to come out and catch that on film, because it's pretty, you know, I thought it was pretty interesting. So if you'll give this to me, and you can get the shade if you want to, Evan. So
getting a tan, I'm good.
right on, man. We all getting tans out here. Wow. So that's today's lesson here for casement windows, the Hyde Park Hideaway. I love you guys, and I really want you to succeed at window restoration. So that means you have to watch a lot more of Steve Quillian on Facebook Live. But that means I have to do Facebook Live a lot more, right? So anyway, all right. The crew here at Wood Window Makeover in the hot August sun in July, or August. Hot August sun in July. I think the heat's getting to me. All right, signing off. Over and out. Bye.